Good evening and welcome to the Brotherhood Connect 2020 Duke Graduation Edition. We are very excited to honor our 2020 graduates and hear from them tonight. It's going to be a special graduation, so everybody tune in and let's show some love to our senior class. All right, so here we go. I'm going to state off their names, where they are from. Please hold your applause until I get through them all. Jack Tauber, Inglewood, New Jersey. Michael Scheinert, Phoenix, Arizona. Ronald Dombrowski, Castle Hayne, North Carolina.
Hi, guys.
Neb Tadeblu, Schaumburg, Illinois. Justin Robinson, San Antonio, Texas. J. Rob. Javin Delorier, Shipman, Virginia. Jav. Jack White, Victoria, Australia. '20 class. Let's bring back the manager class. Talk to them. What's up, guys?
What's up, Nolan?
What's up, Nolan? How you doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
4 years, man. Did it fly by as fast as it does?
Crazy.
Can't even put it into words.
So got a couple questions for y'all. We just kind of go around and all y'all kind of give me your peace of mind. But favorite memory as a Duke student. We'll start with Shiner, go to Jack, Ronald, and then Neb.
For me, I don't know if it's one memory or one moment, but what stands out is the relationships and the friendships that you build, and that's something that'll last a lifetime. Just remember my time at Duke.
Love it, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough to pick one. I think one that sticks out to me is the whole night of the Duke UNC game in Chapel Hill this year. Obviously, starting with the actual game, which is crazy in and of itself. Don't even need to tell this crowd what happened in that game, but really afterwards, also the whole Duke community really came together. It was a Saturday night and a really fun night out because everyone was obviously crazy amped up from what had just happened, and I found that was kind of one of the top moments in my time at Duke where everyone really came together and everyone was on the same page and kind of celebrating together and being as one community. And yeah. I think that kind of really sticks out to me as a memory that I'll never forget.
That was a big time night. What about you, Neb?
Like the other guys said, it's really hard to pick one thing. I'd probably have to go with the time that I spent after my sophomore year traveling abroad. I got the chance to study in the UK. Duke offers so many opportunities for students to go and travel and do a lot of Duke-sponsored programs. And that's something I'm super thankful for. I've always wanted to travel, and they definitely helped out with that.
I love it. Let's kick it to Ronald.
Ronald, you.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I still can't hear you, but
it's all good.
In terms of, I think I'm gonna have to join Neb with my favorite Duke memory being the time I was able to go abroad. Obviously, as managers, we spend a lot of our summers working the camps and K Academy for the program, and to be able to squeeze in such a tremendous abroad experience, I was able to go to London for 6 weeks. And to be able to get that in as on top of doing all the basketball stuff was a lot of fun, and really was able to expand both like learning and my summers and being able to utilize all the resources that Duke provides.
Yeah, I love it. So now, next question, back to you, Shiner. Give me your favorite memory as a Duke manager.
I think my favorite memories, there's a lot to choose from, obviously. The one that stands out to me the most is probably our senior night. And the UNC win at home, which ended up being our last game. But that night was just an incredible culmination of our 4 years, and just a great way to go out. And like I said, we didn't know it at the time, but looking back, that's something we can hang our hat on, that we had that last great experience in Cameron, our families there, and everything like that.
Absolutely. Jack?
I think I'm gonna go with the Maui trip with last year's team, our junior year. You can't even really point out one specific moment from the trip, but the entire trip was just a memory that I'll remember forever. And obviously, as managers, getting to experience traveling with the team and going to Hawaii and flying there and being a part of that tournament. One, the games were super high caliber and really intense. And even though we lost the game against Gonzaga, that was one of the most memorable games that I think we've experienced. But not only the games, just the times, whether it's hanging out in the meal room or even hanging out on the beach and some free time that we had. And a lot of also other specific memories as well from that trip. That's an experience that, it's unbelievable that we got to have with the team. So I think I'm going to pick that one.
Yeah, no, that was a big time trip. Definitely was. Had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Neb?
Definitely tough to choose, but if I had to pick, I'd go with the ACC championship win our junior year. I think that team was just like, I don't think you can go into words like how talented that team was, and like to see the culmination of like everything we did that season with like a crazy ACC tournament run. I think that was awesome. Like the games were also really good. A lot of different guys stepped up who hadn't necessarily, had their chance to shine. I think everyone really came together really well as a team.
Yeah, I agree. Ronald?
Yeah, cool. So I'm born and raised in North Carolina, and so my favorite moments were anytime we were able to play UNC, and I grew up a Duke fan, and this past year having such a crazy win at the Dean Dome, and then to be able to come back to Cameron and win that on senior night, which ended up being our last game. Those two moments combined were enough for me to be completely content.
Yeah, I love it. So last thing I got for y'all. Obviously, everybody knows our manager team is the best team in the world, in the country. We appreciate all that you have to do. On behalf of the staff, they wanted to make sure I told you all thank you for everything that y'all did in y'all 4 years. Y'all know how loved y'all are and appreciate it. And just to the managers coming behind y'all, give them one piece of advice, just as they either a freshman or to the junior class behind y'all. Just give them a piece of advice to, carry on y'all legacy.
I'd say the biggest thing I can say is obviously there's nothing that compares to the experience we've had being part of Duke basketball. But that's all really surface level. And what's really cool is being part of something that's bigger than yourself. And I think the best way to get the most out of the experience is just to really embrace that, knowing that, it's hard work, it's a sacrifice in some senses, but at the end of the day, it's totally worth it to be part of something so great and work towards a common goal with other people.
100%. Jack?
We've got a lot of people asking about our speed of running on the court. We've never tracked our 40 time for all the fans out there, but rumor has it I have the fastest 40, just saying. But in terms of advice for the upcoming managers and honestly really advice for anyone that's going to be a part of a team or really doing anything in life, I think it's really about having a positive attitude and seeing the positive things. There are times as a manager where there are a lot of fun times and times where you're like, I'm super happy that I'm doing this and this is the best and I'm having a lot of fun. But there are other times that maybe aren't as glamorous as the times that you envision as part of the job. And that's kind of just part of it. And you have to embrace those times and really see the positive in things and having a positive attitude. I think even when there are times where you're working a lot and kind of, spending all those hours, you have to kind of see the reasons why you're doing it and see all the benefits that you're taking out of the job and all the lessons that you're learning. And understand that not every single second of everything that you do is going to be something that's super glamorous and enjoyable, but it's about sacrificing those times and working hard to achieve the memories and the moments that, is the real reason why you're doing the job. So I'd say for really everyone, just like remember to always have a positive attitude. And that'll help you get through all the good times and all the bad times.
That's right. No.
Yeah, no, I gotta say one thing. 4 years goes by, I think, a lot faster than you can imagine. And just not, take anything for granted. Every experience that you have, we really have the chance to see a lot of things that, a lot of, people don't really get the chance to see. So it's really like a once in a lifetime experience, and don't take any of the days, any of the weeks for granted, because the 4 years can be over, way faster than that.
That's right. Be in the moment. Be in the moment.
Exactly.
Somebody kick it to Ron.
Ronald, up to you.
I'm up. So I think that the biggest thing to take away at the end of 4 years of managing is to really learn and develop your work ethic. I think that such a huge part of Coach K's philosophy, of Duke basketball's philosophy, and most certainly our philosophy as managers, is to work hard in everything you're doing. It's to show up every day and put forth the effort that you want to see in an end product. And you're not always going to see that right away. I think managing is very evident of that, is that you put a lot of work in every day, and you just hope that at the end you've put in the work necessary to make something great, and everybody contributes, and everybody does the work that they need to, then what you're going to produce is a fantastic product. And that comes out on the court, that comes out in how the program runs, and it comes out in the personality of the people that come out of the program for the rest of their lives. And I think for anybody that's coming through the program and is a manager and is using this as an opportunity to grow as a person, that's one of the biggest takeaways is to really grow and develop that work ethic.
Yeah, no, all y'all great advice. I'm gonna make sure I get this recorded so I can show the manager next year to just soak up all the information y'all just said. It's big time stuff, and y'all were a big time class, man. Just want y'all to know, first of all, I love y'all, and thank y'all for everything y'all did for me. We work very closely together, so I appreciate y'all. And just one little advice from me, as I know this is a difficult time for all of you, for all seniors across the country, but for you four, just use this time to prepare. It's a lot of idle time. All four of you are destined for greatness in y'all fields of work that y'all are going to when this is all over. So right now, just prepare for greatness. I mean, y'all worked with Coach K, so y'all know what that word means. So take advantage of this time, all right, fellas, and everything's gonna be all right.
Absolutely.
But
Thanks, Nolan.
until then, grab some wine. Y'all are now old enough to enjoy some wine. College grads, 2020 class, man. Salute to y'all. Let's get to the players. All right, fellas.
All right. Thanks so much, Nolan.
All right, so there you have our great manager team. Those four guys were truly special young men, and a blessing to be a part of our program. So now we're going to get to our senior players. Jack White, Justin Robinson, Javin DeLaurier. What's up, guys?
What's good?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. 4 years, man. I know it flew by, didn't it?
Crazy,
my fault. 8 years. 8 years. 5 years for J-Rob. That's right. Guys, just want to give y'all this moment, man, just to reflect a little bit on y'all 4 years, 5 years for J-Rob. I'm just going to say 4 and just go with it, J-Rob. All right?
It's okay.
Yeah, give me y'all favorite memory as a student.
Jack, you go. No, Jack started.
I'll start us off then. Man, I mean, it's hard to, just pick one, memory that stands out. I think for me, really just the relationships that I've been able to make over the 4 years. Never would have imagined, stepping into another country to be welcomed how I did, and I'd be surrounded by such amazing people every day. So, I'd probably say just the relationships I made and will hold on to probably my favorite thing.
Yeah. J-Rob?
Oh, I thought Dad was gonna have to go. I was thinking. No, I mean,
I went this way.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to speak after the managers and after Jack. They've all made such great points, all these great memories. And it's hard to focus on one thing. I mean, for me, 5 years, so many things happen, great things.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite time was definitely this year, though. I think my experience was so different from the other 4 years with grad school and basketball, and I was playing more. So I think the mixture of the lifestyles that I was living, I was living kind of two different lifestyles, and this team, the way we played, the camaraderie we even had from the first week. We built it quickly, and so I think I had probably the most good memories this year than any other year.
Yeah. Jav?
I'm gonna have to reiterate what Jack said. I think I'm gonna look back most fondly, not on any specific moment in time per se, just because there were so many of them, but really just the relationships and bonds that you form, in your time here. And it's really a special place with, obviously the guys on the team and our staff are, amazingly well put together. But even beyond that, just Duke as a community is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Now, hey, and understand, fellas, I'm the host, but this is y'all time. So don't, if I say, give me one thing, just go. Like, people want to hear from y'all. I'm sure y'all classmates are probably watching this. This is y'all graduation. So don't let me put a time limit on you. All right. It's y'all floor. So give me, and I know y'all got more than one on this. Give me y'all favorite memory as a Duke basketball player. And if you want to start at day one, when you first came in, put on your jersey to the end, talk, Jack. Go ahead.
Man, damn. Well, I think the thing, definitely sticks out to me as a player is, winning the ACC championships. Especially just because, each year, we'd have like a whole different squad, and just being able to, start off during the summers and, really grind and get to know each other and really try and become close with the new teammates and, really try and develop a strong group. And then, that paying off, with a banner is something special. And, it just feels like all your hard work, paid off. And then, obviously you can't forget about senior night, that win. It's crazy. But man, I could go on and on and on. So,
yeah. No, those some good ones, Jack. Those are some good ones. J-Rob?
Yeah, that's funny. You mentioned first time you put on the uniform, first time you show up on campus. I gotta say that was probably my least favorite memory. That first time. I think you were around for some of it too. No, you were there. You saw me.
I definitely was. I saw it all.
To every aspect of life, I was trying so hard to adjust, and so that was so painful. But I think just to see from like thinking back on it, it's funny now. But to see where I like how I grew and where I came to, like where I ended up in like that last game, like senior night, definitely my favorite memory. Just like thinking back on all my career, like it all kind of built up to like that nice ending. Even though I wish we could have gone to the tournament, but yeah, I mean that was a great way to cap it off.
Yes, it was. Jab?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the ACC championships. Were definitely special, just because you know what a gauntlet the ACC is. Having played everybody throughout the regular season, and then both times we did it were under some pretty cool circumstances. Like our freshman year, we were the first team to ever do it, playing 4 games in 4 days. And then last year, or I guess my junior year now, we really just had some tough games against Carolina and just being worried. And so cutting down the nets is always a special feeling, especially when everyone has worked so hard to get that goal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So next question I got for y'all. J-Rob, you probably just answered yours, but give me your favorite game.
Damn, I mean, straight away, I just got to think of the beating UNC at their joint this year. That was something that, I'd never done in my career, and especially just how it happened, man. It was just crazy, coming back like that.
Yeah.
Big plays down the stretch, and just being in that environment, and going into the locker room with the whole squad, and everyone's happy, man. That's tough to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
J-Rob?
There have been so many great games. I mean, I've seen so many great games. You think back to like when Grayson hit that buzzer beater against Virginia. That was amazing.
We weren't even there for that.
Well, Nolan remembers.
I remember.
I know Javin watched it. It was against Virginia. But no, I mean, you see that, like that game, like you think back, like what? Like Brandon had like 18 straight points.
Mm-hmm.
And then for G to finish it off with the buzzer beater. Like there are games like that. Or I remember like that Miami comeback when Matt spin like spinning 3. Like I mean, there's just so many games, like the UNC game with like 2 buzzer beaters. I mean, it's too many good games to count, but I guess, yeah, like for me personally, I would say it's that senior night game. But I guess to be more specific, since I said that last question, I think my favorite like moment from that game was like when I hit that 3 kind of like late in the shot clock and I fell. Looked up and I see Gold yelling at me, like hyping me up. You know how Gold gets. When I look over the bench, they're all
Hey, Gold is the best hype man. Hype man.
everyone like going crazy, and then I was like, wait a second. I think we just won the game because then Cash came down the next play and hit the three. And it was like, okay, like they called a timeout. It was like, this is over. That was the best. When I knew we got that senior night dub and got Carolina. That was great feeling.
That's the best. Nothing like in the Indian career home win versus Carolina. That's the best way to go out for sure. Jeff?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with mine's a tie. Carolina away this year was special just because of the way we did it. And that was our first win at Carolina in 4 years. So couldn't get out of here without beating them on their home court. And then Michigan State this year, just because of what happened to us in the tournament last year. Us coming home and just looking at the Final Four and knowing that, Michigan State beat us by 1, but we'd already played every other team and beaten them already that year. And so having that, knowing that in your gut, makes you think we had a great chance of, winning it all. So going up there and beating them on their home court was, really special just because of what they did to us the year before.
Yeah, it was all big time moments, all those that y'all said. Give me your favorite off-court memory.
I mean, it just happened, but I mean, even though, graduation was, online and everything, I think that's something that I'll never forget despite the circumstances. But, it just feels weird to be done with school and, you're proud to obviously graduate from Duke. And, it's something that, I'm sure I can speak on behalf of everyone in this chat that, it's something you're really proud of and, you take with you. And, just the network that Duke is, the people you meet, it's just unbelievable. So, yeah, I think just capping it off with the graduation, all the hard work you do academically and, just seeing your name up there on the screen, it's pretty cool. So that's probably mine.
For sure. J-Rob?
Dang, yeah, that was a great answer. I felt like that was the right answer, Jack. Nice. That was definitely the right answer. But I don't know. What would be my favorite off-court? I mean, like, it's similar to the favorite on-court if there's just so many. Because even off-court, there's even more. You just, like, your whole life.
Yeah.
Everything is not basketball.
That's the whole journey. The whole journey is a favorite.
I can't agree. I don't think mine was school related.
It doesn't have to be school related. I didn't say favorite off-court memory in class or.
I know.
But that was a great answer, Jack.
It was a great
answer. Man, appreciate it, man. I tried.
Great answer.
My favorite maybe time that was full of memories, just great memories. I would have to say springtime. The spring semester, especially I guess it would be like the second half of that second semester at Duke when the weather's warm. Durham is the most beautiful place whenever that happens. The gardens are incredible. And
the gardens.
I mean, yeah. And then at my apartment complex, we had a pool. So that was great too. And then the students are all happy. Like everybody, like junior year, they all come back from abroad. Like everyone's on campus. Everyone's happy. We got UNC games. We got tournament. I mean, yeah, that's springtime. And then you got graduation included in that. It's just nonstop. Like every week, you're just like making these incredible, like lifelong memories. That's a fun time.
Yeah. No, spring's always good. Spring brings championships too.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff?
I mean, now I don't like that I went last because they just take all the good answers.
There's still a lot of stuff left, like zip lining.
Oh, I mean,
paintball.
The team activities, which I think my favorite that we did was paintball, though.
Paintball was fun.
Yeah, paintball was fun. And actually, this is kind of off the court. We were supposed to have practice one day, and instead we played volleyball.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That was fun.
They surprised us.
You lost though, Jazz.
Yeah, shut up. All right.
Damn, bro.
But no, that was really fun just because the season can be really long. and giving us just like a nice little like break and having fun. I think was huge for us. So yeah, I really appreciated it.
Nah, that's big time. There's a lot of great memories though. In 4 years, I know we can't sum up 4 or 5 years in a 30-minute.
Exactly. We can talk.
30-minute talk.
And we can talk for hours about this. You know.
All right.
But trust me, we'll have time for all that. The four of us. So don't worry. Don't worry. So last thing I got for y'all, and then we'll take some questions from the fans. One piece of advice for the up and coming Brotherhood members. What would y'all? What piece of advice would y'all give to the young guys coming behind y'all, coming into the program? Javin, I'm gonna start with you. So Jack doesn't steal your answer.
I guess the biggest piece of advice that I would give them would be to know that coming into Duke, you got to know that every day you're going to have to bring everything you got, because when we play in our games, everyone's bringing their best shot to beat us at all times. And the sooner you get used to that, the better. Just knowing that because of the success that our program has had, we have a target on our backs. And it's, to be honest, a lot of fun when you're number one and everyone knows you're number one and they're trying to beat you. So if you're ready for that, then it'd be a lot of fun.
Yep. J-Rob?
That's some good advice. I think the biggest, I guess, piece of advice would be to buy in, and just like from day one, just buy in. And I took yours, Jack.
Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it.
And that means a couple things. I think that means similar to what Javin's saying is you got to bring your best every time, and you'll see that quick. You see that in the first pickup games y'all play. You see the trash talk starts talking. Y'all keep playing. Y'all play 7 games. That's not enough. You play 9 games. You're like, all right, like you're tired. I know you're gonna be tired. You'll know it's tough. There's gonna be hard workouts. There's gonna be times where you're struggling. You're gonna wake up for those 7 a.m. lifts or those like 7 a.m. runs and just be not feeling it. But you just gotta buy in and learn to love preparing, love working hard, and it really will pay off. And then on the other side of that too, enjoy it. Like enjoy it so much, because it goes by quick. And even if you're there for 1 year, however long you're there, you can make the most of it and just get to know your teammates, get to know the managers, get to know the coaches. They're all looking out for you, and get to know students, like all the crazies. They love us. They're so nice. And then you see them off the court, just chat with them, talk to them. You're going to have some interesting conversations. You're going to meet some lifelong friends. I guarantee it. Duke's full of amazing people, and you're going to have some amazing moments if you buy in from day one.
Yeah. Yep.
Great answer.
Well, obviously I got to agree with J-Rob. Really the experience is what you make it. Meeting people, the relationships you make. You got the basketball side of it. Just try and take advantage of every day while you're here. I mean, we've been so fortunate to be put in, such a great position, and, a position that I'm sure like we've been dreaming of like our whole lives, to play at this level and, go to this level of school. So I think just really trying to make the most of that every day, because, man, I'll tell you, like 4 years goes by quick. I already know 5 years goes by quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, just try and enjoy every day, because it's over before you know it. And, yeah, it's really it. Just make the most of the time you got, because it's over before you know it.
Yeah, no, it's big time. Great advice, fellas, for the young guys. I know the incoming guys are gonna see this, so hopefully they take everything y'all just said to heart. Appreciate y'all for those words. So let's take some questions from the fans. Let's see, this is our first one. What are you all doing next year? What are y'all planning? What y'all got? Jack, what you got?
Still in the works. So, I mean, I'm heading back to Australia in a few weeks. To be home, which would be crazy. But, most probably going to be playing in Australia next year, just with the whole situation that's going on right now with the coronavirus. So, just want to hoop and have fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
J-Rap?
Similar. Not quite sure where or not sure where yet. Right now I'm just home working out. But I want to play. Yeah, I mean that's the plan. You just want to hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, same boat. The coronavirus has kind of made everything new with the timing because we've never had a situation like this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, my plan is to play somewhere when everything calms down, figure it out.
Yep. I think for y'all, main thing, just stay ready, fellas. I think for everybody, ask for that question, what's next year? I don't think nobody knows what's happening next year, next season. So
I know what's happening next week, mate.
Yeah, we're all just trying to stay ready. So for y'all, just stay ready. Get y'all push-ups, sit-ups, do whatever y'all can do just to keep y'all bodies right. What was your favorite uniform at Duke? And can I get a signed jersey? Dead serious. Favorite uniform. What's your favorite uni, Jack?
I'm a huge fan of the Brotherhood ones. Like when you guys unveiled those to us and how you did, and that was special. And then obviously being able to rock the full set, we got the shoes to match, and man, had us looking good out there on Dot. So it's probably my pick.
Yes, sir. Jav?
Jav? Yeah.
Switching up on you.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with the Road Blacks then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't gotta switch it up. We can get a unanimous Brotherhood.
I mean, the brother. Okay, then. Okay, yeah. Then the
don't feel pressured, man.
Yeah, hey, I don't want to steal yours.
I'll feel great if it's unanimous. I'll feel like
the Brotherhood. My favorite. Those are tough. The Gothic.
Now you're gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I was gonna.
No, mine is a tie. So I guess would this still be unanimous? One is the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is definitely like the most sentimental because wearing that you could really feel the Brotherhood with you. That it felt special, especially the way y'all introduced it to us. That meant more than any other uniform for sure. And it was, in my opinion, tied for the coolest looking. I also really loved that gray uniform, that light gray.
Yep, the Coach K one.
Coach K one this year. I love that one too.
Yeah, no, both of those are big time jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Get Jack to do his impersonation of American ordering a cheeseburger one last time.
Man, the amount of trouble I have in drive-thrus, if only you guys knew.
It's hilarious.
You haven't known. All right, here we go. Hi, can I please order a cheeseburger? How's that? What I'm talking about.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Would you like fries with that?
Yeah, can I please get some fries? Sure.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's pretty good. Next question. Did all of you grow up being Duke fans? And if so, who was your favorite player?
I mean, I grew up watching Duke just because I grew up in ACC country. I went to Duke basketball camp when I was like 13. When I started getting into basketball, I always loved watching coaches' teams, especially, when Jabari got there, when I started getting into high school and really getting older and following the game more. But I always loved watching Duke play when I was a kid. Ndot, Coach Shire, Kyle Singler, all those guys. So it's hard to say. I never had a favorite player, but I definitely grew up watching Duke.
For me, yeah, I grew up big Duke fan. Funny actually, yeah. When I was probably around like 6 or something, around that age, my dad went to Duke to do like a leadership conference for coach or something, like to speak. And he went to a practice and talked with the team. And he came back from that and he was like, he sat me and my brothers down. He's like, one of y'all's going to Duke. And so I was like, okay. And so I started watching Duke, and I fell in love with it. It's easy to fall in love with. And so, yeah, growing up, as long as I can remember, I was a big Duke fan. And then my favorite team was the 2010 team. That was y'all for sure. But my favorite player, honestly, it was probably Grayson. Actually, before I got that 1 year before, I was like, oh, that's awesome, like what he's doing. because even like in high school, I was a fan of his. So then, because he committed to Duke early, and so then to see what he did that year, and then to show up, and then he was my locker neighbor, and I was
Yeah.
I was so nervous.
So you were a little starstruck.
I was. At first I was, and then it turned out he was just shy, and he was just a shy, quiet kid.
And then now y'all are best friends. Look at that.
Now we're good friends.
Starstruck to best friends. I love it.
That's funny.
And then you came to Duke basketball camp too.
I did, yeah. I went to the Duke basketball camp, I think like freshman, sophomore years.
I think I remember, because I think I'm trying to think, what year would that have been?
Like 2011, maybe 12.
Yeah. I want to say I was around. I definitely remember seeing you. You were like maybe 102 pounds.
Yep. And I was only like 6'2". I was short.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. Jack, what about you?
I have a funny picture from those two. Me next to Marshall.
Oh man.
When Marshall was like a freshman, so he was like 7 foot Marshall, and then like 6'4", 100-pound me.
Look, let's take a new picture of that.
Damn. But yeah, no, I definitely grew up a Duke fan. Obviously in Australia, we don't get all the college basketball that's broadcast over here. So majority of the games that I'd get on ESPN were, Duke's games. So I'd always been a fan of the school and coach. And yeah, it was the same as J-Rob, honestly. I remember watching the 2015 national championship game at home, and just seeing what G did was crazy. And then it was funny, actually, after they won, I posted on Instagram. I was like, Duke, what a game. And one of my mates actually commented on it. And he was like, damn, I thought you were committing for a second. And I was like, wasn't even being recruited or anything. And then it was just ironic how obviously ended up coming here and doing all that. But yeah, probably G at that time was my favorite player. And then obviously getting to know him. Great guy. Shout out G.
Yep. Love it. Let's get another question up here. Favorite man.
From Elijah.
Not you, E.
Not Elijah, man.
Not but E.
Favorite memory of Coach K.
Cool.
This is another one. You probably got a lot of stories, a lot of memories.
Okay, I got one. This is actually so funny. So Mike was a freshman. Mike Buckmeyer was a freshman. So what would that have been? Y'all's junior year?
When he made Mike do the charge?
Yeah, when y'all's junior year, so 2 years ago. Yeah, so, it was fairly early on too. Mike was not used to this yet. Mike was nervous. He was freshman walk on, and coach got mad at us because we didn't know how to take charges, and we weren't taking charges. So we started. He stopped practice, and he told Mike, "Come on, hit me." He hit me right now. And he told Mike to go drive into him and make him take a charge. And I remember looking at Coach Cable's face the whole time. While we were watching Mike trying to figure out, is he supposed to run Coach over? That was just not. It was so funny to me.
Bro, no one wanted to be Buck.
No one.
It would have to be him.
He definitely didn't do it.
No way.
That's a good one. What you got, Jav?
Ooh. I would have to say my favorite memory is we had a team meeting night before the game, and coach would put on Braveheart, and we're watching the trailer clip, and we're sitting down, and he comes into the locker room, and he has his cadet sword, and he just starts yelling at us. And we were all just sitting there. And then he yelled at us louder, and we had to stand. We stood up and yelled at him finally. But I remember being thinking about how much he wants to win. This is what he's willing to do to try and inspire us the night before a game. That was pretty cool.
Love it, Jack.
Damn, mine would probably have to be the same one, honestly, what Javin said. That was
no
question. I'm never forgetting that. That was hilarious. he ran in so crazy and like his like sword into the ground,
Real sword.
and we're all just sitting there like, what's going on?
Bro.
Like processing like that we just watched Braveheart and everything, and then like that happened. It was hilarious, but like it was cool. So I'm never gonna forget that.
Love it. Let's take one final question. What NBA team do you like the most?
Oh, this is easy. Y'all like, right? Y'all still like the Spurs, right?
Yeah,
They're all
pretty unanimous,
Spurs.
I think.
In the background there, Spurs.
Go Spurs, go.
Big Spurs.
So, all Spurs. I love it. So thank you guys. This was amazing to all of you guys. I feel like I have to end this episode of Brother Connect. This is the special graduation. So I'm gonna end it with some high school cliche, cool line. As you go off onto your journey, spread your wings and fly.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's 2020 Duke graduates. Congratulations. Love you guys. We're going to end it right here to all the fans out there. Be safe. Continue to practice social distancing. And to our healthcare providers, thank you all for all you're doing out there on the front lines. We appreciate you guys and ladies, everyone. We love y'all. Everybody stay safe. We out.